Yeah, so yesterday we went through the agile methodology, the meetings that we attend if you're following agile, and what is sprint, what is release, what do you mean by epic, what is the story points, bug bucket, right? So, so in your interview, when they ask you which is the defect management tool that you were actually using, so you can say Jira. Okay, it's Jira. Most of the organizations they use Jira as the project management tool. So now you might get confused. What is this project management tool and defect management tool? See, project management tool, it's a tool. See, manually handling all the stories, writing it on an Excel or somewhere else is actually a tedious job. So they actually have developed, right? So Atlassian is a company which has developed Jira. Okay, so we use Jira as the project management tool. So here, all the managing of project, the stories, the bugs, defects, right? So everything will be done here. Even the documents can be prepared, okay, in Jira. So we actually can write test cases. So there is a separate plugin called Zephyr. Don't worry about all that. So when they ask you which is the defect management tool that you were using to log the bugs, then you can say Jira. Okay. So Jira is both project management and defect management tool. But you have specialized defect management tools like TestRail, which actually is a tool where you can write test cases, manage test cases. So you can execute the test cases, add the test cases there, okay, and execute them. Okay, you can run in TestRail the test cases that you have written. So you can execute them and add the status, right? So they are just test management tools, okay, defect management tool, but it is not a project management tool. When you say project management tool, you actually manage the project. Okay, there is something called as TFS. Okay, TFS, that is one more a project management tool. So you might have heard about QC, ALM, right? If not, just make a note of these tools. Project management tool is Jira. Make a note of this, guys. Project management tool is Jira, and defect management tool, I'm just giving example, okay? So TestRail, you have TestRail is the defect management tool, but we will be teaching you Jira. On whole, you'll be learning how do you manage defects, okay? When I say manage, it is creation of bugs, okay? Changing the status, adding the test steps, adding the screenshots, how do you add a video, how do you record it, okay? So all these things we'll be learning in future. Okay. So coming back to this one point, I wanted to say that when you said that build is nothing but it's a piece of code. Okay, I wanted to mention this point yesterday, but you have hundreds of pieces of codes, right? The developer has written such a big code out of which you pick a piece of code. You mentioned that a piece of code is nothing but a build. I agree. Okay, that's true. But just picking that piece of code is not the build. Whenever that build is actually, or the piece of code is actually pushed to the testing environment, that is called as a build. The QA says, when I say QA, he's the test engineer. So whenever the piece of code is pushed to the QA environment or the testing environment, that is called as a build. The piece of code that is available or pushed to testing environment is called as build. Clear on this point to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. So we have different types of domains. So I told you that we probably will be going through the e-commerce domain and the CRM domain. Okay. But there are different domains. Let's have some brief idea on which are all the types of domains that is in market. Okay. So you have the ERP domain, which is Enterprise Resource Plan. So what happens? Let's say there's a manufacturing company. Okay. An automobile manufacturing company. Say Tata. Okay. So now, or Hyundai. Assume an automobile manufacturing company. So they have a tool where they manage all the financial things, right? So it is such a huge company where they cannot manage everything on a sheet of paper, or they cannot use an Excel or any other forum, right? So they actually need a tool, or they actually need an application where they can track each and everything, the resources that is required, right? So the logistics department will be there. So each and every domain or each and every module there will be interconnected in the application. Okay, so there is one more called as hospitality domain, right? So you have, for example, um, a trip advisor, right? You have TripAdvisor. So you know how it actually works. Or you might have heard about Airbnb. So where you actually plan your trip, you book hotels, right? You book hotels, you book the traveling, right? So you book your tickets, right? So that is one thing. Then you have the CRM domain, which is customer relationship management. I told you, just the best example for the CRM domain is, take an example of LIC. So what actually happens, there'll be an agent, right? There'll be an agent, LIC agent, who actually gets your number through some source. Say, for example, he's your relative's he's your far relative, very far relative. So there was a function and you meet him, he gets to know that you're a fresher, or you just completed your studies and you started working. So what does he do? In his mind, he you are the lead for him, so he wants you to purchase a policy. So what does he do? He'll come to you and he'll talk to you. Maybe he'll not be able to speak about the taking a policy. So what he does is, he'll take your number, so that once you both are back to your work, so after a few days, he'll give you a call. That call is called as cold call. I'll tell you in detail what is all this. Okay, there are some terminologies that you need to know. Now, he'll give you a call and he'll ask you, so I'm an agent, so there are very good policies. Why don't you buy since you have started working? So what do you do? There are multiple there are multiple options. So you might say that maybe not now. You'll say you're not at all interested. Please don't call me back on this, or don't ask me about this again. You might say that this looks interesting. I need some more information on this. So when can we meet? You might say, or you might say you're very much interested and you really want to buy a policy soon. Okay, so different answers, right? So based on the situation, you will give whatever you want to say. Okay. So what does he do? He will make a note of your contact number. He'll make a note of your name, which is your place and all that, right? Like you, he will have few more leads. So you are a lead for him. You are a lead for him. You're not a prospect, because once you purchase the policy, so in his mind, he wants you to purchase the policy. So you are the lead. Likewise, he will have few more people in his mind whom he wants to approach. So they're all leads for him. See, he cannot make a note of all that in a sheet of paper, right? That will be a tedious task. So what actually happens is, there will be application. There will be CRM application. Sorry, there'll be CRM application. So he'll have his credentials. Those credentials will be given from LIC organization, from his organization. So what does he do? He'll install that application. He'll log in with his credentials that was given from the organization. So he's going to provide his email ID, his password, and he's going to log in. Now there are different like if you see Amazon, you have like women, men. There are different sections, right? So that is called as module. We'll get into the application. I'll show you exactly what is all that. Okay. So you have different options, right? So the main option, which is women, under women, you have like Western, ethnic. So this is sub-module. So sub-module, if you see here, so Amazon.com. So here, if you see, you see today's deals, customer service, registry, gift card, sell, right? So this is called as carousel. Don't worry about that. I'll cover all that. Okay. So now, if you see here, this is the hamburger menu. So here you have different sections. This is called as module. These are modules. This is a high-level module, high-level breakup of the product. So that is being segregated, right? So all the electronics gadgets will come here, come and sit here. So this is a segregation. Now they're going to break up according to the product. As per which product, which particular product. Do you really want a cell phone? So that comes here. So this is called a submodule. All right. So these are the modules, and below this is the submodule, right? So if you need a headphone, you click here, right? So this is the product listing page. So what do I mean by a product listing page? The products which you selected, or whatever, okay, if you select or don't select, some of the products are shown in this page. This is a page where some of the products are shown. Both, be it all the products are of same category but different models, or one can be shoe, one can be headphone, another product can be some dress, another product can be some t-shirt. Okay, maybe there are different products, but this is product listing page. So the products are listed here. The products are listed. Assume that you like this particular headphone. So you like JBL. What do? You click on this, right? So now the details of this product is shown. This one particular product is shown. Do you see any other product detail here? No. In this page, what is the main thing that you can see? You can see the details of this product. So this page is called as product details page. Product listing page is this product listing page. And when you select it, this is the product details page. So you see the detailed information of a particular product, right? Right. So now coming back to so the LIC agent. So what does he do? He'll make a note of all the information. Now, once he makes a note of your personal information, the basic details of yours. So he'll not have too many details of yours, right? So what is your salary? What not? In which company you're working? He'll not too many details, but he'll just have your name, your contact number, and probably your address, right? So he's going to give a cold call, and you say that you want him to call back after some time because you are in a meeting. Assume, but if you say that, okay, call me post 7 p.m. today. Right now I'm in a meeting. Call me post 7 p.m. He will not remember because he has 1,000 leads, hundreds of leads he has to approach, right? So what does he do? He'll get into the application, he'll log into the application, and under your name, he is going to select an option, status. There will be the header, okay, called status. So what is the status for your name? Assume Kavyashri. Okay, Kavyashri is the lead now. Okay, and I am the LIC agent. Okay, now she's my relative, she's my friend, whatever. I'm going to give a call to her. She says that she is busy and you want her to you should talk to her post 7 p.m. Now I cannot remember. So what I'm going to do, under status column, under Kavyashri, there will be status column where I'm going to make a comment or select an option as call her post 7 p.m. Interested is the status, and comment in comment section I'm saying call her post 7, right? So now when I actually select the option as call her post 7, there will be some reminder set in the back end, right? Say, for example, there I'll select as notify before 30 minutes, okay? Or notify before 10 minutes. Now at 6:50 p.m., I'm going to get a mobile notification that is called as push-up notification. Like if your friend sends you a WhatsApp message, what is that you're going to get? You're getting a notification where you have to slide it down, right? In the same fashion, you're going to get a notification. And also, if you have observed, since your email IDs are added, and if you have logged in, so if you have added that to your Gmail calendar, Google Calendar, so the I'm so sorry. The project class notification, right? The project class notifications, you'll get it, right? So in the similar fashion, the LIC agent is also going to get a notification, right? So he will be notified. This is how he will be helped with by using the application. That is just 1% of what is the advantage of using the application in a CRM domain. Okay, so just try to understand few points. So we'll go in depth how it actually works. Okay, so there are banking domain applications. Okay, that is one more domain. You came to know about enterprise resource plan. What is that? Enterprise ERP, banking domain, and CRM domain. There is telecom domain. There is HRM domain. So some of you are already working, right? So if you're working, you actually, if, let's say you have to apply for leave. Who is working here? Please raise your hand, guys. Yes, Puneet. So if you have to apply for leave, what is that you do? Do you approach your manager, go and tell them verbally each and every time? And do you assume that, okay, he'll remember you, when you want leave? Does he remember that? Or do you have any application where you have to apply leave?
No, Apurva. First we have to initiate through email, then we have to clock it in an application.
Correct. So yeah, you have to initiate it in an informal way. That's fine, because you have to get to know if you will be able to take leave on that particular day. There's nothing very important which is dependent on you. I agree. But what is that you have to do? You have to use an application to log your attendance. You have to use an application to apply the leave. Let's say you actually planned for a leave which is tentative and you wanted to cancel it. You can do that in an application. So there are multiple options that is available in the application. Yes or no? Right?
Yes, that's
Yes,
true.
ma'am.
Yes,
So see, which application are you using?
it's Workday and SAP, Apurva.
Workday. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is who's the other person? Sneha. Which is the application?
It's a Joho.
Sorry?
It's a Joho.
Zoho. Zoho.
Yeah.
ZOHO.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah. So there are different applications. This particular application is called as HRM application. So Sneha might know that very well. Yeah. So this is HRM application. So there'll be education and research. There'll be hospital in hospitals. So if you there is an emergency, assume, or you have to consult a doctor. You have taken an appointment and you have to consult a doctor, or you just walk in and you go to the receptionist and you'll say that you want to consult one particular doctor, okay, some gynecologist or ophthalmologist, whoever. So what do? You go to the receptionist and you tell them, I need to meet so and so doctor. So what do? They'll take all your details. They'll have a laptop or a desktop near to them, right? They'll have some system in front of them. What they're going to do, they'll take all the details, your name, phone number, your age, okay, which doctor you have to you want to meet, right? So your address, right? And they're going to register with your phone number. So that is a tool. And if in some of the in some of the hospitals, they also have an appointment system where you can directly contact the receptionist or the office desk, and you can get an appointment. So how are they going to check? See, managing hundreds of patients in a sheet of paper, right? All those details in a sheet of paper, and managing a file, maintaining a file is very tedious task. So what do? They have an application, right? So these are different domains. Clear on this? So I just gave you an example. And e-commerce, as you guys know, all of you have used Amazon, Flipkart, Meesho, Myntra, right? So this is e-commerce. So that is nothing but electronic commerce, where you actually purchase the product, or you can also sell the product the other way. Okay? Clear on this, guys? This is just a brief info so that you should know, because each person, once you get a job, you might work in any of these domains, or there are hundreds of other domains also. Okay, there is fintech, so telecom, right? So different domain, you might get job anywhere, but just have an idea, like these many domains are existing. These are some of the important domains, right? Okay, so now let us know what is business, which are all the business categories. So what are all the business categories? Yeah. Is my screen visible? Guys?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So we have different business categories. You might have heard about B2C, right? You B2C and B2B and C2B,
Yes, ma'am.
correct? And
Yes.
C2C. So what is this actually? So when we consider a business, who is actually benefited? Or uh, when we say business, there'll be two different parts as whole, right? So there'll be a buyer and a seller, right? Take for example Amazon. Amazon comes under which category?
It's
Business to
B2B.
customer. Is it business to customer? Yes, it is business to customer. So what does that actually mean? I'll first give you an example and then try to explain what that is. Okay, so we'll take Amazon. When we take Amazon, we have some dealers or wholesalers or retailers, whatever. Okay, so there are some sellers who actually sell the product to the customer, who actually sell the product to the customer, right? So what do? They post their products on Amazon. So you as a customer, assume that you want to buy a shoe or headphone, that JBL headphone. You want to buy a JBL headphone. So the business person or the retailer or wholesaler, he has posted it on Amazon page, right? So now what you do, you add it to cart or you directly buy it. So you are the customer and he is the business person, right? So that is nothing but B2C, business to customer category. It can also be something like manufacturer to distributors. So there'll be some wholesaler to retailer. Take a small grocery shop. Like in 90s or 2000s, we had few grocery shops, not like how we have supermarkets now, right? So if you remember when you were a kid, you used to go to a grocery shop and buy some stuff, right? So grocery. So what actually happened? He's a retailer. Where did he get all the groceries from? He used to get it from a wholesaler and he used to sell for to the customers, to the consumers. And the quantity will be less while selling. But when he actually gets it for his shop, the quantity will be in bulk, right? So the wholesaler is going to sell it to the retailer. B2C. Clear on this? I'm just giving few examples so that you understand. Is that fine?
Yes, ma'am.
But there is a twist here. The retailer who actually gets some groceries and gives it to the customer, this is B2C, business to customer. But there is something called as B2B, the wholesaler giving it to the retailer, or the retailer getting some groceries in bulk from the wholesaler. This is B2B. So the wholesale dealer is also doing business. The retail shop owner, shopkeeper is also doing business. So that is B2B. There are two things here. Wholesaler to retailer is B2B and retailer to the consumer, the end user, will be B2C. Clear on this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, there's one more called C2B, right? Can somebody give some example for this? C2B, C2C.
No,
Okay.
ma'am.
Fine. Give a thought about it and make some research on this. But I'll give you some examples. So considering the last one, which is C2C. Okay, C2C. The best example is OLX. So what actually happens in C2C? Customers will trade with each other. So if you have observed what actually you do in OLX, why do you use OLX? What is it used for? You know OLX application, right?
Selling the old products which are available.
Okay.
Used products.
So are you the business person or you're a customer? again?
Customer.
So who is the person who's actually purchasing the product?
Customer only.
So you're not doing any business here. Things or stuff which you have used and which is of no more use to you, you're going to sell it to the other person. So both of them are customers here. So it is some trading between the customers. Both are customers, right? So how you can define it is customers, they trade with each other in an online environment. Okay, so this is again, it is a sub category of the e-commerce application. See, OLX, if you see OLX application, it looks like it is e-commerce only. But who is actually present? There'll be no wholesalers, there'll be no sellers. It is customer to customer. Okay, so you have eBay, similar fashion. Okay, applications are there. Now, C2B, this is little tricky. Okay, so what actually happens? You might have observed these days, YouTube influencers are really, I mean, there's huge number of YouTube influencers, right? So there are food bloggers who actually go to some particular restaurant, they actually review the content, whatever might be the content, okay? If it is food or some product, okay, they actually review the product, the content. And for that, for good reviews, okay, if they provide good reviews, they are going to be paid. They are going to be paid. So this is customer to business. How is this customer to business? So that particular influencer will be paid. So he is actually delivering some value to the other person's business. Who's the other person? The restaurant. The restaurant is the business. And the food blogger, he is a customer who is actually getting some business, additional business for the restaurant. And we as YouTube viewers, we watch that video and we think, okay, we have to go to the, there are too many strategies, okay, which you will not know. So this is one such example, okay. So they will be paid. There are some sponsored ads, right? For like you might have seen. So there are some influencers who have, or social media people who are very active in social media. So they will be paid for promoting their product, promoting the business product. So that is customer to business. And there are some paid testimonials. If you actually help an organization provide some good testimonial, the testimonial details will be provided by the organization. But when you actually give the testimonial, so it is an added advantage for them. So the other users who actually want to purchase that product, okay, they will go through the review and they will purchase the product. So it is something like who will it be adding a value? It is to the restaurant or it is to the organization. You have some Google reviews, you have some organizations. Say for example, I'm just giving an example, but we don't do it. Say for example, QA Circle. Assume QA Circle, okay? We have actually started very new, okay? But still there were no previous batches. Assume there are no previous batches. This is the first batch. But I still want some testimonials. People should actually say that this is a very nice organization. Guys, don't take this seriously. This is not done by us. I'm just giving an example because in few of the organizations or few of the companies, they do it. Okay. So what we do, we pay some amount to some people and they are going to provide the reviews for our organization. So this can happen. That will happen in some of the organizations, but please, I'm telling you, don't take me wrong. This will not happen in QA Circle. Everything is very genuine. Just I wanted to make you understand that is the reason I actually gave this example. Clear on this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So Now, so let us start with the application. Okay. So I'll take Amazon.in. There are a few terminologies that you need to know here. Okay. So what is this called? What is this called?
Search bar.
Search bar.
Okay, search box. What is this? What is this? Guys, come on.
Menu.
This is a menu.
Pull down menu. Yeah.
Drop down.
Drop down. Okay, so this is a drop down. Okay. What is this? You see this?
Header.
Sorry?
Header.
No, I'm trying to scroll. What do you call this as? What do you call this particular feature as? What is this particular object?
Ma'am,
Module.
where are you, ma'am? Just move the cursor.
Can you see? I'm trying to scroll. This is the scroll bar.
That
Are you
was
not
not
able
seen,
to?
Apurva. No, that was not seen.
It's not showing.
All right, 1 second. I got it. The problem is from my end. I'm sorry. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You see Amazon?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
So, what do you call this? This is a very small feature, but can you see what am I doing?
No, Apurva, we can't.
No, ma'am.
Okay, somebody please share your screen. Guys, anybody please. I really don't know why you're not able to see my screen. Okay, fine. I'm sharing. Okay, Amit is presenting. Open Amazon. All right. Okay, so next to Amazon, Amazon.in. No. Wherever you give this thing, no? The URL. So next to that, you see some icon. Before that, before Amazon.in. Yes, click on that. Okay, fine. Okay, so you see English, the language, next to the search box. Click on that. Okay, there is no scroll bar. Where will I get that? Click on next, icons and lists. Next to the language menu. Yeah. What did you click? All right, please stop sharing. Let me just try because it will be really difficult for me. Otherwise, I don't know why I'm not able to. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, so do you see here this bar? This some line is
Yes.
there. I'm trying to scroll it, right?
Yes.
So what is that called as? It is a scroll bar. Okay. The action is scrolling. Okay, and one with very important thing. Okay, so you see the cursor. You see the cursor.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I will take this cursor and I'll keep it on last option, books. I'll just keep it. I'm not clicking, but I'll just place it on one particular menu, whichever it is, fashion or wherever, English, anywhere. Okay, or maybe on search. Okay, so this action is called as mouse hovering. This action is called as mouse hovering. Did I know? Okay, mouse. Do you see my screen now?
Same Amazon page we are seeing, ma'am.
Amazon page is visible.
Okay. One second, guys. I'll just. Why am I not able to? Ah, all right.
Ma'am, you have
Entire
shared
screen.
only one particular window. That's why. That's the
Select
reason
entire
you are
Yeah,
not.
I'm sharing it.
Hmm.
Can you see that now? Can you see this now?
Yes.
Yes,
There was
ma'am.
some problem. I was not able to show the whole, share the whole screen. Yeah, now I'm able to do it. You see this?
Yes.
Ma'am.
Yes,
You can see the notepad as well as Amazon, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You are able to see all the tabs, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So just making sure that everything is visible. All right. So this action is called as mouse hovering. Hovering of mouse or hovering of mouse. I'm stressing on all these points because there are incidents where some of the students who got placed in an organization as experienced candidates, but after like few months, they couldn't clear or complete their probationary period because there are too many reasons. But one such example is one of their seniors or leads were asking them to hover the mouse on one particular feature. Okay, and what do you mean by mouse hovering? That also they didn't know. Okay, one such thing happened with one student. So that is the reason I want each and every terminology to be very familiar to each of you. Okay, so that is called as mouse hovering. Now, yeah. So what is this? What is this? What are these buttons called as? What are these buttons called as? You see this? I'll click on
Icon.
Hindi.
Radio button.
Select button. Radio button, yeah.
It is radio button. You have to be very specific, guys. Okay, don't forget. Make a note of this. See, one specialty of this radio button is you can select one option at a time. You can select one option at a time. See, when I select Marathi, the other option which I had clicked on Hindi, that was removed, right?
Removed.
So I'll click on Kannada. See what happens to Marathi? See, right? So what does that mean? At a time, you can view the page or content in just Kannada language or in just whichever language you select, right? So this is radio button. I'll click on Hindi and cancel. Okay. Now, so now I'll click on refrigerator and one second. I need so here. So there's something called as brand. You have LG, Hire, and media. I don't know what this is. Okay. So I'll click on LG. Okay. I'll click on Hair. See, you can select multiple options here. So what happens when I click on only LG? Only LG. only LG refrigerators will be shown to me. Okay, but when I click on the other one, LG and what is this, media? So both refrigerators should be shown. See, you have this here, this here. See, you have media, LG, right? So you have all three. See, 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 right? So what do you mean by, okay, what is this particular icon here? That box,
Check
call that
box.
box? Yes, it is a checkbox. So the difference between radio button and a checkbox, when the developers use a checkbox and when do they use a
Checkbox.
radio button? Whenever they should have an option to select multiple options, they will use checkbox. Whenever there should be an option given for the end user to select multiple options, they give checkbox. Whenever the end user has to select only one option, then they are going to give radio button. Clear on this? Make a note of this. Checkbox and radio button, very important. Okay, done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So there is something called as module. So this Amazon on a whole is an application. Okay. Likewise, you have different other applications, not just e-commerce domain. Take any other domain. But the terminologies which we use in an application is almost the same. Okay. So this is an application. Forget about Amazon now. Okay. This is one application. Right? Now, I'll click on this. Okay. Or so I have here different options. So this is a major tab. These are major tabs. Okay. Major tabs. Under this. See, when I click on mobiles, you get different category, different options. These are filtering options, right? Different options. So, okay, these are tabs. Tab is nothing but a button, but it is not a button like login button, submit button, where you will have somewhere inside. See, I'll show you. I'll select cases and covers. I'll select okay, I'll select some Vivo one. So I have a case here. I'm going to open this. I will click on buy now button. Buy now button. Add to cart button. A button which is clickable. And that button should actually take you to the next action or next page. That is called as a button. Okay, that is called as a button. It is an actionable item. It is an actionable item. What action can you perform on a button? You can click. Right? So once you click on add to cart, that particular item will be added to cart. So an action is being performed. What is the action? Clicking is being performed. When you click on that, it has to take that particular product to some other page or the next page. Okay. So here, add to cart. When I click, see, this is a button. Cart is a button. Okay. When I go to cart, see, proceed to buy, it is a button. Right? Delete, it is a button. Save for. No, these are, see, I clicked on it. See, this is a link, a text which has a underline. Okay, that is a link. But not all of them are links here. See, this is an actionable item. This is actually a bug here. See, what actually happens if you see the difference between delete and see more like this. When you click on see more like this, what is actually happening? That is a link. That is a hyperlink when you click on that, it is actually taking you to some other page. It is a link to other page. It is actually giving you a link to some other page, a shortcut link to other page. But when you click on delete, some action is being performed. Some action is being performed, but you are not being taken to any other page. But you are not being taken to. I'll add a few more cases. Okay, I'll add this. So I have 4 items in my cart. I'll open. Okay. But when you click on delete, observe what is this X strength HD tempered glass. I click on delete. When I click on delete, only the action is being performed, but you are not being taken to some other page, right? So what actually happened when you clicked on delete, that particular item is being removed from the cart page and the page got auto refreshed. Page got auto refreshed. What do you mean by auto refresh? Automatically the browser is refreshed. When you clicked on delete, see, it got automatically refreshed. See, observe here. When I click on delete, you couldn't see the refresh spinning. Refresh icon is not spinning, but in the back end, when I click on delete, the page is automatically refreshed. That is how the code is written. In the code, at last, they have written a line saying auto refresh has to happen. Okay, so that they have written in the form of code. Okay, this is actually a bug. You can say, since you know how an application should work, I mean, the basic usage of an application, the delete should be a button. Delete should be a button. It should not be a link. The way they have shown here link delete icon as is it is a link, but it shouldn't be a link. Are you trying to understand? At least 50% have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
All of them?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Guys, if you have any doubts, please ask. Please stop me and ask, okay? Whatever doubt you have. As I said, even if it is a silly question, please don't hesitate. Please ask. Okay? Get your questions clarified. Get your doubts clarified. Okay? So now, when I click on see more like this, a new page is being opened. Okay? So this is a shortcut for this particular page. So you are able to see the similar items. Okay? Now, let us check what this is. Save for later. So, from here, from the cart section, this is a section. This is a section. Save for later is another section. See what I'll do? I'll add few more items to the cart. This I will add to cart. A few more. Okay, I'll add this to the cart. I'll add brown color. Flip. Back cover. Flip to blue color. Okay. I'll add. This is a hard case kind of cover. I'll add this. Okay, now there are 6 items. See, there are 6 items. What I will do, I'll this brown flip back, flip cover. I'll move it to save for later. See, auto refresh happened. One action. Before that, what happened? That particular brown color is moved to save for later. Right? So this is also not taking you to any other page. See, save for later. Just the auto refresh happened, but are you being taken to any other page? No. See, Amazon might be a very big application. Okay, you might think that there will be no bugs, but it will be there, guys. Okay. Once you start testing the application, exploring the application, you will come across these kind of small, very small bugs. Okay, maybe they're of very low priority, very low severity as well. Okay, but there will be bugs. No application is bug free. No application is 100% bug free. Okay, so when you start exploring, you will find these kind of issues. So we found this issue. I mean, I'm not saying this is a very priority bug or a severity bug. See, should be the action when I click on delete, that particular item has to delete. Is that happening? Yes, it is happening. Yes or no? Yes, who's that? Any questions? Guys, did anybody raise hand?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Pawan, he joined back. Okay, so now when I click delete, what should happen? That particular item should delete. The requirement is sufficed. Is that true? The purpose is being met. Yes or no? Yes. So the purpose is being met, but how should it be? How should the look of this particular feature or that particular text be? So it should be a button. So that will be a very low priority bug. I do not know if the testers have found this or not, or maybe that is still in the bug bucket, which is pending with low priority. Okay. Or might be something like they have not found it at all. Okay. Or there might be some other reason for them to keep it as it is. Okay. All right. Bindu, Pavan, why are you guys not able to join? Your
Ma'am,
email
I was
IDs
in
have been.
laptop. No, ma'am,
You
I
were
was
not.
joining with laptop. I was joining with laptop.
Okay, you should have.
Due to some connection issue, I joined with mobile.
Oh, is it? Okay, okay. Fine, no problem. Bindu, same with you? What's the issue? Did you join now?
Yes, ma'am.
Bindu? Okay, not you. The other person, other Bindu. Who joined now? Did you join back or you were there, you were present since beginning?
I was there, ma'am.
Did you get the invitation to project class? You got the link, right?
Yes, ma'am.
No problem. Okay, fine. Coming back to this, share. So I'll click on share. Okay, do you think this can be a link or should it be a button?
Link.
Okay. Yeah. So functionality is not being affected anywhere, but there is some standard for each and every feature. Okay. I mean, take any application. There is some standard set for each and every application. Okay. So as per that, I can say that this can be a link. Okay. This has to be a button. This has to be a button. This has to be a link. So as per application standards, I can say that. But there might be some other reason that they have kept as it is, or one more thing is the testers might not have found this as bug. They might have missed it, or it is actually reported in the defect repository. Okay, in Jira, they've actually logged this as bug, but that is with low priority. When can I say low priority? It is not affecting the functionality for my testing, correct? What is the purpose of this? That is being sufficed. So I'll make it as low priority, right?
But
Clear
Apurva,
on
what
that?
difference does it make if it is being a button or a link? What difference does it make?
I told you, no? There is some standard that we follow.
Okay.
So as I said, button is an actionable item. See, this is also an actionable item. When you click on this, something should happen. But what is it? What is actually happening? Is it taking me to some other page? Yes. See, it is taking me to some other page. So this is a link of some other page. You get that?
Yep.
So how is a link represented? That is just the UI. It is just the visual representation of a particular feature. Okay, so it is actually taking me to another page, but when I click on delete, the deletion is just happening. The deletion is happening. Okay, see, now you shouldn't think something like, okay, I have one more point. New releases. Say, for example, this particular feature. I am clicking on add to cart. What happened? Auto refresh happened. Correct?
Yes, and it was added to
Auto
cart.
refresh happened, and that particular item is being moved to add to cart. It is being moved to add to cart. Now, don't think that since that particular item got auto refresh that is not visible and some other page is visible, that shouldn't be a link. That shouldn't be a link. It is a button always. Why? When you click on that button, it did not take you to a specific page. Is this a specific? See, now I clicked on that item, this item, add to cart button for this item. Okay, I'll show you this. And I click on add to cart, it did not take me to a separate page, a very specific page. See, I'll click on add to cart. It is not a very specific page. Now it is this page. Tomorrow it can be some other page. Or hold on. Home and kitchen. See, I'll just open from random things. Okay. I'll open this. Okay. I'll open this. So first I open the stethoscope, and then this is an acoustic stethoscope. Okay. Traditional one first I open, and this one I open. Now I'm going to click on this add to cart. See what happens. Did you get the mobile case cover? No. So it is not a specific page that is being shown. Some random page is shown. Like based on previous searches, the page is shown. Clear on this?
Okay.
So when you are actually led to a specific page, then it can be a link. What do you mean by a link? You get a link for a particular, let me take...
Then deleting should also not lead to a specific page, right?
It did not. It did
Yeah,
not.
it should. Yeah, that's the reason it is not a button, right? It is not leading to any specific page. If it is leading, then it has to be a button, as per what you're saying. I'm just confused here.
You are confused. If it is leading to some other link, when I say link, it is another page. It has to be a link.
Okay.
If it is not actually taking us to any other page, you're just landing there with just the action as deletion. See, I just deleted.
Yep.
That item is deleted, so that has to be a button.
Okay.
You took it vice versa. You got confused probably.
Okay, but clicking the button is also redirecting to a different page, right?
No, this is the shopping cart. We are still in the shopping cart. See, I'm deleting this bed cover. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, when I delete it, see, all these items should be shown. All the other 3 covers should be shown. You're under shopping cart only. See, I'll delete. Where are you?
Okay, so that means that a button function should redirect to something else, but a link thing should not.
Again, you're confused. A link should redirect.
Okay,
and
the button should not.
Yes.
Okay.
But
if the delete is a bug and it is becoming a button, it is not redirecting, right?
See, the functionality is correct here. Deleting, it is deleting and you have to stay on the same page.
Correct.
But since they have shown that as a link, so how are they shown it? There is an underline. Usually for links, they will have the text highlighted. When you hover, the text will be highlighted with an underline. A link will be representation of the link is something like that. Okay.
Okay.
Delete is the functionality is correct, but the representation is wrong here.
Okay.
You get that?
Yes.
It should have some button kind of some box here with some color. You get that? The functionality is perfect here. It is working fine. So that is why I said this is a very low priority bug for me as a tester if I'm testing this application.
Okay.
So this shouldn't be what is my bug? So my bug here is delete. Delete should be represented as a button. The functionality is correct. Perfect. What is my header for the bug? Representation of the delete. Representation of delete should not be like link. It should be something like a button. It should look something like this. This looks like a button, no? See, when you hover, it is getting highlighted. That means it looks like a button. See, here also, there is something called stop sharing, right? See, you see the color difference? When I hover, it is becoming light color. When I come out of it, it is becoming dark, correct?
Yes.
Right? So, when I click on hide, so this is something like link. Okay, I'll click on that. What happened? You are not able to see. You're not able to see, right?
Yes.
You're not able to see anything.
No, it's seen, but just that thing is gone. Apurva, we can see your screen still.
Yeah, that will be still. So you cannot see what I'm actually doing, right?
Mhm.
Can you see now?
Yep.
Yeah, it's back to normal. So some other functionality is being done. Like,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, does
Ma'am,
anybody
while adding
else have any
the
question?
product to the cart,
I just covered.
while
Yeah, yes.
adding it, like it's a link or a button there, ma'am.
Hmm.
While adding the product to the cart. Okay,
It's a
it means
button.
it has to.
I covered that also.
Yeah, it
This
just
is
have to add the products. It will not go to the new page.
it will not go to the cart
Yeah.
page.
It will not go to the cart.
If it was a link, it should have gone to the cart page.
Okay, can you show that once? Yes,
Correct.
ma'am.
See, this is here. Okay, I'll click on cart. See the number here over the cart icon. Okay, it is just a notification that it is being moved to cart. This is some suggestion. Okay, save extra when bought this with this mobile. Okay, this is some suggestion, but this is a different phone, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Z7S 5G. This is not the cart, but here this is just a notification, a success message. This is a success message. Message notification, success notification. Clear on this?
Yes, ma'am.
There are multiple features, guys. Please don't get confused. So what I want you all to do is maybe tomorrow or once after the class, please explore the application. See what actually happens. See, you cannot say this as cart. Why? Because in cart we have 4 items. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Sleepy? Guys, all of you are sleepy? Please speak up, guys. We'll wind up fast, okay? So there are 4 items. Do you see all the 4 items here? No. You might be thinking, what are all these? See, these are not the items which are in cart. They're just suggestions, right? Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So when I click on this, proceed to checkout. Okay, it is asking me to log in. Okay, I'll click on this cart icon. Now I can see all the 4 items that are in cart. Okay. So just an overview of what is the difference between a button and a link. A link is actually, see, take the literal meaning of link. What do you mean by a link? It is present somewhere. Okay. So you're actually sharing a shortcut of that particular page. So when I click on that link, you will be redirected. There will be page redirection. There will be page redirection. You understand by this, right? There will be page redirection. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
But when you click on a button, page redirection usually will not happen, but there will be some action happening. See, when I click on this, what happened? What is that action? Deletion happened, but you stay on the same page. Clear? Guys, don't worry too much on this. Just have some basic understanding on this. Nobody is going to ask you in an interview, what do you mean by a button? What do you mean by a link? Okay. So button is an actionable item. Okay. I mean, all of them do perform some actions, but when you click on a button, you stay on the same page. Usually, 99% of the times. But sometimes, see, when I say proceed to buy, this is a button, but still when you click on the button, you are actually redirecting to some other page, the login page, right? Now don't say that proceed to buy should be a link. No. Okay. 1 minute. I will show you. Where's the cart? See, proceed to buy. When I click on this, you see some other page. Assume that I have logged in. Assume that I have logged in. So when I click on proceed to buy, where will it take me? To the payments page. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So now don't say that since it is taking me to the next page, it is not a link. you have been taken to a next page, but not to a very specific page in the application. Are you getting the difference, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
At least have you understood 50%? See, we have a lot of time. We can discuss really in depth. Okay. At least for now, you have understood, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions you have? We can discuss tomorrow. Let me first understand what doubt you have.
Rather than doubt, it's a bit confusing, Apurva, because both have same functions, both the same things. But is it just for a UI purpose that we put it as a button? That is what is
It is
confusing.
just the representation. When I say representation, it is just for UI purpose.
Okay, that's all in my
That is
mind
just,
as of now.
yes, that is just basic standard.
Okay.
Sorry. Basic standards. When I say an application, be it any application, not just e-commerce, be it any application, okay, that is just a representation that we have. So that is the reason I told you, don't worry too much on this. No interviewer is going to ask you. Once you start working in an organization, okay, so you get to understand what it is, how it actually works. Okay, so for now, just try to understand a link is something which actually takes you to a specific page.
Mhm.
Okay, see, okay. Now, this is best example. See, this is a link. When I click on that link, what actually happened? It is here. Okay, I'll scroll down. This is where you clicked, okay? But I'll scroll down. This particular section was somewhere, no? Here. Looking for a specific info. This particular thing. Okay. See. Search this page. Clicking on search this page, it is actually taking me to this particular section. This particular section. So what is the benefit of having a link here? I click on this, it is taking me here, but it is on the same page. Page is same, no? Single page, it is there, no?
Yes.
Right? But
Yes.
when you click here, it is taking me to this section. Instead of finding where that particular section is, see, isn't this tedious? Isn't it tedious for an end user? It is time consuming. Not tedious, but time consuming, right? So what these developers do is they add a link so that as soon as you see this product, they click on this link, which actually takes me to this particular section, which is actually helpful for the end user, which saves time. You get the advantage. Why is the link used?
Yes.
It always takes you to that particular section whenever you click on this, right? Correct?
So overall, the link is to redirect or go to a specific thing, and button
Exactly.
is to make some function or do some actions.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Clear on this? So now tell me, delete, is some action happening?
Yes, action is
Yes,
happening. That's
ma'am.
supposed to be a
Should it be a
button.
button?
Yes.
Yes.
When you save it for later, is some action happening? Should it be a button?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
Yes.
assume that there is some link called as search for similar items. Okay, search for similar items. You click on that particular link. What should happen?
It should redirect over
Is
different page.
redirecting to the particular
Right?
page.
With all the similar
Yes.
items.
Mhm.
Correct?
Yes.
Clear on this now? When
Yes.
you have a button and when do you have a link? Basically, it is redirection. When I say link, it is redirecting of a page. Clear?
Yep.
Might not be always a page, but to a particular section. So that depends. Okay? This is these are some basic points that you need to know. Okay, let's wind up. But ultimately, you guys understood. All of you understood, guys?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Fine then. That's good to see that you all understood. Okay. We'll wind up. We'll connect tomorrow, guys. 9:30 p.m. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Apurva.
ma'am.
Thank you.